Hi everybody, and Broken Ebeez here. Welcome to today's live stream. So today's live stream is going to be American Truck Simulator, which was going to be tonight. But I might try tonight and do another episode of Half-Life 2 for your pleasure and edification. However, this afternoon we're going to do something different. We've got a road train on the back of this. Hey up, Jazz, lovely to see you. I hope you're safe and well. And the road train is some 300 plus £1,000, so we're not going to be going anywhere quick for sure. I don't even know if this is possible. So we've started out in Whitehorse in Canada, and we've got a mega trip planned. This will probably be multiple parts, otherwise we'll still be here tomorrow morning. So as you can see, we're going all the way down to Wilmington, right on the other side of the country on the coast. So that's where we're headed. How many fuel stops and whether we can actually make it, I don't know. Hey up, Cody, lovely to see you. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's mental. It's a 4-trailer road train, and
here we go.
I've only got a 6x4 on, but I have got a specially designed heavy haul engine. It's just the SCS 389. It's nothing special. It's not a paid mod or anything like that. And these are the Howard, I think the Howard Porter side tipper trailers from Australia. So we'll see how we get on. As I say, we're not going to be going anywhere fast. We've got 67 hours and 36 minutes to destination, but of course that will update depending on what speed we're doing. We've got 206 hours left to actually make the trip, and we'll probably need most of those 206 hours. My cruising speed, if I'm lucky, is around 30 miles an hour. 35 miles an hour would be nice, but I'll take 30 if we can achieve it. Whether these road trains are going to fit round certain roads, bends, etc., I really have no idea. I guess we'll find out. So as we go through each different state, I'm guessing each different state will provide its own set of challenges, and as you can see at the minute, I'm lucky to be breaking 20 mile an hour. On the back, £324,520, which is actually ridiculous, but it's a heavy haul road train. I don't even know what the cargo is. What is it? Limestone. So £324,000 of limestone, and we're up to 25. And I thought this would be a terrific live stream to do. There we go. All being made and played, of course, on the CachyOS Linux. No Windows here. And we're up to 27. Are we going down slightly downhill? Looks like we are. Wow, this is just epic. This is probably, if we can complete it, probably the most epic journey I'll have ever done. Now, don't concern yourself. Over the coming episodes, I do have some plans for wild and wacky road train trailers. So, and I have updated the profile with all the bits and pieces that I wanted. I've still not found that wombat mod that I want, which affects FOV and makes stuff spawn in much more further down the road so we don't see it, which is nice. Whereas at the minute, stuff in the mirror disappears and stuff ahead of us just suddenly spawns in out of nowhere. But hey, look, it's what it is, and we will have to put up with it for now until I can remember where I got the goddamn mods from. Look at that for a road train. Choo choo, motherfucker. Choo choo, motherfucker. All made and played on the gorgeous CachyOS Linux. So this is about as good as it gets, 30 mile an hour on the flat and downhill. Which I have to say for this truck is pretty good. I think we've got a 605 brake engine in it, which is a specialised heavy haul engine, which of course it needs to be. I think we've got a standard 18 speed box, so nothing special there. Wow, now we're going to have our skills tested. Where we can use the whole road, obviously, I will indeed use the whole road. As we've got a massive road train behind us, I don't know how we're going to go on at junctions and all the rest of it. We'll just have to literally fly by the seat of our pants. Okay, and already we've got a left turn.
Turn left.
Not so bad up here in Canada, as the roads are fairly straight and it's fairly open, so it's tickety-boo. But once we get into the tighter size states, I don't know if that's going to follow me around. It is. Wow. Once we get into the tighter size states with a lot more traffic, and I can see is having major problems. And don't forget that these trailers tend to go on forever. So although I'm on the freeway, trailer has yet to catch up. That's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So it's kind of a real Australian road train meets American truck simulator. Wow, fantastic. What a road train. And the SCS 389 is looking gorgeous, along with all the tweaks and hard work that have done on the profile, and it's a profile that should last us for life, to be honest. And I can't for a second imagine us changing it or getting rid of it, unless we come off, of course, CachyOS for whatever reason. Oh my god, what we got up here. Hot diggity. Really didn't need this. Because it takes a nice age to get this rig rolling. Once it's rolling, it's okay. But to get this rig rolling takes forever. See what I mean? Look. And we can take the headlights off and just go with sides for now, as we're in daytime. So I will have completely cleared these lights, and the fourth trailer won't. Just say it. There you go. Wow, that's the gravity of the road train that we've got. It's ooge, as the actress said to the Bridget. Bloody roadworks, that's all we needed. Hope you're all safe and well, and lovely to see you all, and hope you're enjoying the content. I'm absolutely in my aisles. I've got the best of all worlds. I've got my American truck, I've got my World of Warships, I've got my Fallout New Vegas, I've got my Morrowind. I'm going through my back catalogue of Steam games, starting out with Half-Life 2, and I'm on the Linux. So I'm absolutely in seventh heaven at the minute, loving it, and loving your guys and girls company. It really does make all the difference, especially on longer hauls like this one. I think it's just over 3,500 miles from Whitehorse in Canada down to Wilmington on the coast, and at 30 mile an hour it's probably going to be half a dozen streams. The shenanigans won't really begin, I wouldn't have thought, until we get maybe when we get to Edmonton. The shenanigans all start. That's all fairly tickety-boo, but as you can see, we're going to have some real challenges here. So we're basically cutting out the whole of the SCS map, so it's either Canada Dream or coast to coast. We do have our beautiful ATMX and all the Mexico maps in as well, but I'm reasonably confident, you know, that we can get away with it and enjoy the pants out of it. But we do need to achieve a minimum 30 mile an hour.
Right.
God, got to turn right now.
Right.
Let's hope it's just... Oh, it's not. It's a junction. Of course it is. Of course it is, Malcolm. I need to go wide so the train follows. As I say, we can get away with it and do it here because the roads are super long, super wide and super deserted. But once we get down into civilization, well, that's going to be a completely different kettle of fish. And there she is. Don't she look mean? And we've got our beacons on to warn other road users. I've not bothered with the flags or the banners or anything else because, well, I quite like them as they are. And I don't think the flags and banner is going to make a whole lot of difference. We have got beacons on, which should be enough. So yeah, absolutely manic. I am monitoring the chat on my mobile phone, so if I do miss anybody, my sincere apologies. It's not done deliberately. Hopefully we won't miss anybody. Come on, give me 30. We've got 30. I'll take 30. I think 30 mile an hour for £320,000 is perfectly acceptable. This is going to be one hell of a ride, people. Now, I'll try and complete the journey without using the console. The console will only be an absolute last resort if we get our arses in a right pickle. Other than that, we'll be driving and steering and turning and negotiating various different obstacles that both Canada Dream and Coast to Coast throw at us. As I say, we managed to bypass, more through luck than by design, most of the SCS content. So yeah, really excited to do these sorts of live streams. Sorry about that. And also, absolutely thrilled and delighted that the profile looks so good on the CachyOS Linux. Of course, it's all in my trademark 720p HD, but it should be very, very high quality on your stream screens at 720p. So, although we're not 1080, 2K, 4K or 8K, I think 720 is good enough. Oh, don't want to veer off the road. That's what happens when you're looking at the chat on your phone and not focusing on the job in hand. Actually, let me just zoom that out a bit so we get advance warning. It should give me time to figure out the manoeuvre. We're of course in our beautiful British Racing green livery on the Peterbilt with our wooden interior, as any British Racing green truck would be in real life. So it's got a touch of Britishness about it, and the colour is a British colour and the interior is very British. We love bits of wood inside our cars. Just look at any Jaguar or Rover. Old Jaguars and old Rovers, by that I mean. Nice coach, dude. And I've gone for the SCS 389 because I think the last stream we had was the 589, and I have added at your request the Australian Kenworth to the roster. So if we look at my current fleet, I've currently got this Peterbilt 389, which is SCS, an original Peterbilt 281, which is a 4x2 chassis. We've got the Green Goddess, which is the SCS Peterbilt 579, which at the minute is my #1 favourite truck. I've also got a triaxle Peterbilt 351 for really heavy hauls, but it doesn't. It's not compatible with the heavy haul engine. Now the Australian is the Kenworth T908. That is actually British Racing grey, so it's grey with a green tint on it. Very, very nice. And last but not least, I've added the auto car, which we could use as a daily driver, again in full British Racing green. So that's my current fleet. I have added all of GTM Mike's trucks to the equation, so we could add those, and I've added a lot more 136 compatible trailers, both super heavy haul dollies and road trains as well. These are not my trailers, these are freight market trailers, because of course a lot of these trailers populate through into the freight market, which is perfect. Don't know why he backed off when he's got a clear road. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it, big boy. You know, we've got a road train rolling here. Wrong one. And I don't want to go and hit that truck head on. I have added smoke out the exhaust stacks for both my trucks and also for the AI trucks, because I think it's just a bit more immersive, even though I guess the smoke really is silly. but I do love it. So not only does my truck have smoke out the stacks, but also the AI truck traffic has smoke out the stacks as well. Of course, this profile represents a truck in time when AdBlue hadn't been invented, and we had dirty diesel pouring out of the truck stacks, which is what was the norm back in the day. Hey up, Robbie, how you doing? Lovely to see you, man. Hope you're safe and well. So yeah, this is going to become a more regular feature on the ATS live streams, just doing ridiculous and wacky loads. As I say, quite a few of you have requested that I do super uber long journeys and you know, add everything from road trains to mega oversized loads, which we can do even on this version of the game, and we'll just drive it and play it to death and see if we come across any major map issues, which my fingers are crossed for we won't. As I say, if we get in major trouble, I do have the dev console available, but I will do my absolute best not to use the dev console unless I've no other option. Oh, that's good to hear, Robbie. I'm glad you're safe and well. That's lovely to hear. So it's a first for me in that I've built this profile, put it all together from scratch, and now I'm not only driving on it, I'm driving some wacky modded trailers. So if any of you come across any trailer mods that are compatible with 1.36 of American Truck Simulator, do pop me a link under the streams and videos and I'll go and check them out, and if I can grab them, I'll grab them and add them, and we'll see how we get on with them. Now I do have, as I say, already quite a selection of different trailers, oversized, heavy. We've got the truck rescue packing, we've got some livestock trailers, we've got logging trailers, we've got all sorts of shenanigans going on. But here's the thing. So this is what the current roster of trailers look like, bearing in mind the game version. So we've got all the standard SCS trailers that we can customize, and we are missing quite a few trailers SCS from the modern game, but that's to be expected. We've got the Arctic logging trailers installed. We've also got the amazing American drop deck trailers, which again we can road train quite easily. We've got the advanced B-train tankers, which is an old tanker mod blast from the past, and I've tested that and it works really well. This is what we're pulling at the minute, the Howard Porter side tippers, and we've got, excuse me, those available as road trains as well. We've got the Keir Shadow Walker livestock trailer, and I'm going to add his dolly trailer as well. And we've got the Wilson livestock trailer added also. So if you guys and girls find or know of any other mods, excuse me, that's available that I've not got included in the profile, do feel free to drop me a comment and a link underneath the live streams when they're converted into videos, and as I say, I'll go and check them out, and if I can grab them and add them, I will, with pleasure, and we'll see how the profile grows. I didn't think this profile would be possible. because the version of American Truck Stops that I'm using is only compatible with SCS maps, and as you know, we've got a whole bunch of free map mods installed. Coast to Coast, Canada Dream, the 3 Mexico maps, ATMX. So I expected the game to crash, and yet the game does exactly what it's supposed to. So when we're on SCS maps, truck stops are active and there's park traffic all over the place, which is very, very cool. When we're on any other map, then the truck stop mod isn't active. Don't worry. So that's perfect. I thought it would ret the profile and bring it down, and it's gone, nope, that's fine. So I'm a very, very happy bunny. I'd like to do this a lot more. I don't know if my body will take it. I'll do my best. I don't know if my brain fatigue will cope with it. Again, I'll do my best. But that's really what I would like to do, is 3 to 4 hour streams in length. In reality, it's usually between an hour and 2 hours, and by the time I've done 2 hours, I'm already nodding off sleep. But anyway, we'll do our best. We'll see how we go today. We'll try and do you a nice, at least 2 hour live stream today. And then tonight, we'll see if we can make some more good progress towards our Half-Life 2 series. And we're going to play that through to completion, the original Half-Life 2 game. And then maybe in the future we'll have a go at chapter 1, 2 and 3 as well, who knows. But once we've done with that, I can uninstall it off the PC, bring the next game down, and away we go. And that's how I hope to continue, with American Truck and World of Warships being the mainstream. Now, World of Warships, I've had the brilliant idea to do just once a week on a Saturday, and that will be Saturday's live stream took care of, because if I do it on a Saturday, it will give me a chance to thrash the account in the week, and then on a Saturday I can bring you all an account update plus lots of gameplay. And in the week, obviously depending on real life, because nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, I plan on doing the American Truck Simulator streams, and I need to designate one single evening where I don't stream American Trucks and we stream our back catalogue clearance series. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can just knuckle and buckle down and bring it to fruition. I've checked the YouTube out this morning, made a lot of tweaks, a lot of adjustments, and again I'm very, very happy with the YouTube. I would like to get Rumble in the same sort of order and condition as I've got YouTube. But Rumble for me is more of a backup should I have an issue with YouTube. Then I'll just go to Rumble full time. It's my get out of jail key. I really don't fancy dual live streaming, which I probably should, onto both platforms like what Jeff's doing. But I think I'm going to keep Rumble as a backup platform, as YouTube has always been my home ever since I started streaming and doing videos back in the day. So yeah, I'll have to check actually how old Puppy Linux website is. I would imagine I've been on YouTube in excess of 10 years, in one form or another. And as I say, we've now arrived here where the YouTube is 100% free forever and 100% community driven. You being the community.
Go straight on.
And that's why you're super important. Now, this is all very well chugging along the Canadian roads, but we're starting to accept this as the norm. And very quickly, it's not going to be the norm. Very quickly, it's going to become a distant memory. As already we're down to sub 63 hours to destination, in game time of course, whilst poodling along at 35 miles an hour with in excess of £320,000 on the back of the truck. Wow. Just saying, what more could you want? Let's go to external. What a great view. Now the other thing we're not going to be able to do is park this road train properly because, well, ATS was never designed for 4-trailer road trains. Just saying. Oh, sorry about that. So that's going to present us with a future problem, that's for sure. And as I say, I'm sure some of the other states as we arrive there are going to present us with problems, and we don't have any escort vehicleage, so it's not like special transports where we would have escort vehicles. We're pretty much on our own. We've got a beacons, we've got a truck, we've got our load, and we're on the job. And as I say, it's fine while it's this quiet, as a lot of the Canadian roads in the middle of nowhere are inevitably are. Okay, so let's get back on our side of the road. That'd be a thing, wouldn't it? Now, as I say, this is quite a powerful engine, but with this sort of weight on the back, 30 miles an hour is a milestone, without a shadow of a doubt. So as I say, if any of you know of any specifically trailers, but if you do come across trucks or whatever, let me know. Pop links underneath the live streams and videos. I'll go and check them out, and if they're not mega dodgy, I'll bring them down and add them to the profile, providing of course they don't cause us any major issues. And I'm open to everything from South American trailers to ATS trailers, you know, whatever you can get your Mickey sticks on. I'd be very grateful. Just bear with me a second. Hey up Michael, lovely to see you. I'm waiting till you get to the border where you have to go through a gate. Will the gate stay up the whole trailer, or will it come down? That's a great shout, Michael, and that's one question which I don't know the answer to until we get there. And I'm guessing there's going to be lots of issues and situations as we do the journeys, but I think, you know, with having so much map, I won't always do road trains. We'll do normal trailers, we'll do overweight trailers. The problem with a lot of the overweight trailers is not only are they overweight, they tend to be oversized, so they don't fit through standard SCS stuff. The Howard Porter tipper trailers, which we could do a single one of course, Those are quite narrow, so they should fit through, you know, toll gate barriers and everything else. I'm just saying now, that's a road train, just saying. Also, if you come across a 7 plus trailer mod that's compatible with 136, let me know again down below in the comments. And because I'd love to pull 7 trailers or 10 trailers and have a absolutely ridiculous, especially around ATMX or in the Mexico maps, hop down to Sinaloa with 10 trailers on the back. That would be tons of fun. I guess the truck isn't really that important, is it? It doesn't really matter which truck we use. But as you guys and girls make requests, I'll do my best to try and add said trucks. At the minute we've only got 2 SCS trucks, and both of those have the heavy duty, heavy haul engines in them, but I don't think the heavy haul engines are compatible with the mod trucks, so they will just tend to have whatever that specific truck's got available for it. But nevertheless, it should provide us with absolutely amazing driving. Okay, so just bear with me a second. I'm just going to try and take my own advice. I just want to see if I've got the mirror FOV command in one of my previous videos. And if I have, I'll add it to buffer page size 100. That's actually factually incorrect. It wants to be 50, not 100. There we go. And actually that one doesn't want to be 400, it wants to be 300. 300 is good enough. Okay, let's go back into American Truck and let's try and add this command in. And we'll change it from 400 to 300 because that should stop stuff, stop stuff just disappearing in the mirrors, fingers crossed. And we'll put it to the test now if it's activated. There we go. And now stuff's just not despawning in the mirrors, which is excellent. So you see, little stuff like that that I put underneath the videos, it's well worth it. I brought the frosty one down as well. So I've got 2 more mods to be adding in. Let me just close that down. I may as well add those mods now, even though I'm live on cam. So here's the Kia Shadow Walker steerable dolly. Didn't need to do that. All I needed to do was extract here. There we go. And this is a free mod that's available on the internet. It may well be that at some stage it was a paid mod. So let's cut that and let's paste it into the mod directory, which is literally growing by the day, and we can delete that because we are running short of. Oh, I really didn't want to do that, did I? Because that's already an SCS file, so that can just be cut and go into here and be pasted. We can add that and test that out. I want to test a lot of these mods out before I show them live on stream, because I don't just want the game trashing and crashing right out. Let's go and add those other 2 mods in while we're live and just see what happens. but normally I will go ahead and test these mods out thoroughly before I add them. I've used this one before, so I know it's okay. And I don't think I've got any graphical mods in at all. I've not. So let's add the Frosty in, and let's change it to a... See how the snowy thing from Grimes runs? I don't know if it'll wreck the graphics, so normally I would test all this before doing it. But anyway, look, we'll give it a whirl. Devil take the hindmost as such, and we'll see how we get on. I'm very, very excited with this profile. It seems to be very, very stable version of the game. It's great because it doesn't seem like anything. Well, some things will make it crash. You know, if you use a mod, say from 138 or 139 above, then it's going to crash. Because of course this is pre-F mod, so this doesn't use the F mod sound system at all, which actually is amazing. It really, really is. And it's something that I do really like. And that really is the only difference between 136 and 137. And that is the F mod. I mean, there were other tiny minor changes by SCS. But the main difference between the two versions of the game is the F mod sound system. Okay, let's go into options and let's go to gameplay. Now we need to turn the rain up a little bit because I've got it down very, very low. Let's sort of 25% it. Of course we're not going to get rain, we're going to get snow. And let's save that away. I don't know what this is going to look like or run like, by the way. But we can always take the Grimes mod out if it causes us terrible issues. Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay. Well, that took me a bit by surprise. That's better. Okay, so it's gone from bright sunshine. So now, not only do we have the road train. Oh, that's interesting. So that graphical mod has upset the dashboard because there's now no displays on the dashboard. Okay, well, and this is what I say, I do like to try stuff out before I put it in, but I'm not adverse to trying it out live on cam. Okay, so that is causing us some kind of graphical issue that makes the Peterbilt's informational dashboard disappear, which is not good. Because if it's making that disappear, what are the damages it's doing? And of course, we're on CachyOS Linux, so we're pretty much immune from viruses and malware that might be on some of these third-party mod websites. We're not as susceptible. We're not immune, but we're certainly nowhere near as susceptible as a Windows PC would be. So we'll have to leave the Grimes snowy weather mod for now, maybe for the future. But I thought as we were coming up to winter anyway, it would be nice to have. Maybe I'll have to try the 137 version of it. Maybe it's because it's the 136 version. Don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to have to delete some of these mods that I don't want to use because, as I say, space constraints. And I do love how resilient this version of the game is. it's certainly a lot less finicky than even 137. So we should now have the dolly. That's the Jeep double dolly, and very cool it is. So I'll add that in a later stream. But I don't want to get too many own trolleys because I'm very happy with what's in the freight market. And I do like doing a lot of the truck rescue jobs as well. But they are not 320,000. Could you imagine if we took this on ATMX? We wouldn't even be able to move, just saying. Let me just check the chat. Oh, look what the dog's dragged in. Trust me to join on a load screen. Well, you should think yourself honoured, lady. Just saying. Lovely to see you back. Hope you're safe and well. You old buzzard. It just looks too damn good, doesn't it, to be honest, to ruin it with the Grimes mod. So I'll check out the 137 version of the Frosty Weather mod and see if that's more compatible. Oh, okay, so alright, well, the issue is not Grimes weather mod, as the dashboard is still bought. I don't suppose it's going to give us any clue in the logs. LED, no. Well, it doesn't matter because I don't use the LED dashboard anyway on the SCS trucks, but I'll have to find out what's causing that and see if I can fix it. But at least I now know it's not the Grimes mod that's doing it, which is good. So I can do a proper good test on the Grimesy snowy weather mod. Especially for when we're going up north into Canada and you know, some of the naturally snowy areas in the States, you know, Vermont and all round there, that's usually covered in snow. New York, we could have heavy snow in New York. But as I say, I am really impressed at how resilient this version of the game is to crashing. And even if it doesn't like what you've put in, it's still pretty resilient. It really is. And that is an absolute joy to work with. Oh God, I hope we can make it through here without stopping. I know the assholes switch to red. Because it knows we're coming. Bastard. So we're going to have to get this literally rolling from nothing again, a standing start. And it is, here he is in his truck, asshole, the only truck on the goddamn map, and he's not going to come through. And we've got traffic behind us, so we can't reverse up. Asshole's not going to come through. Now, herein lies our first issue. Come on, you can get your goddamn truck through there. I don't know how, we've not got a lot of room to back up before we're going to be hitting Smedge boat. And we've already hit him, and he's not going to come forward, so we're just never going to get anywhere. So I've got to hope and pray there's no invisible walls on the ditch side of the road. We're going to go over on red, so we're going to get fined probably. Asshole here wouldn't come ahead because of my massive goddamn road train. Well, that's okay, we've learned. If we get asshole, just ignore and go through anyway. And don't worry about said asshole. Hey up, Johnny, lovely to see you. Hope you're safe and well. So I'm guessing we're going to learn a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. Let me just check the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, thank you. Johnny, how are you doing? Hi, B, all nice people in chat. Yeah, we're all well. I'm good, thanks, you old duffer. Really? Really, old Duffy. You're calling me old. Says Matron Beck. Really? I'm old. She does have a point, to be fair. Okay, so it's now 8:31 PM. I thought it stayed quite light up here in Canada. I didn't think it got pitch black, or maybe I got that wrong. Maybe as usual I'm imagining shit, fantasising. So, by the very fact that we've got no truck behind us, I'm assuming that the truck that was behind us and asshole are stuck at the roadworks. The job we went by. I do need, no, wrong window. I do need to check that we have got fines on, and we haven't. We need to put that on. I'm not going to put sleeping on, because on this sort of job we just run out of time. We need to sleep every 8 in-game hours or every 10 in-game hours, whatever. We're not interested in that. We're interested in getting the job done. And as I say, as all these maps are maps from back in the day, they will have all the issues and bugs that they had back in the day, because they are older versions. But I'm still absolutely blown away by how many older mods are still available on the internet, which is amazing. Obviously, if SCS deletes this version of the game, well, we're screwed. We'd have to roll forward onto the next 137 version. And if they do have a practice of rolling the game forward as newer versions of the game come out, then we're going to be forced to do that. As I don't have an offline copy of the game, I'm totally at the mercy of Steam. But other than that, we're just going to leave it on the version of the game that it is, and just enjoy the pants out of it, basically. That's the plan. Just check the chat. Yep, older than me, Eb. You know, but I'm wearing better than you, Beck, just saying. I'm wearing, and let's be honest, I'm so way better looking than you, Beck, just saying. So, you're on an hide into nothing before you start. Where's the static coming from? What static? What static would that be then, Becky Bumcheek? Static? What static? Comments, probably. The old buzzard. Hey, old spinster Bex in the chat again. Giving it large. So yeah, I'll be very grateful if any of you come across 136 compatible trailers and also trucks, but mainly trailers. And I'll check them out and get more well, and if they're good, I'll add them to the profile. And we can build it up that way. There it is. Really funny that, Betsy. Yeah, funny that. I guess the static you can hear is the meeper that's under your arse cheeks while you're laying on the settee watching Netflix, just saying. You've probably got the volume button trapped under your butt cheek. That's about the only static you'll hear on my streams lately, just saying. Chab. Yes, you can. You can hear me perfectly well. Crab. I mean, where else do you get this sort of entertainment? I mean, you know, here's me, YouTube's #1 Linux trucker, with an awesome profile, an awesome load. And what does Beck do? She comes on and has the Barry McGuigan, fills the boots and gives it large. Barely hear you now. I'm doing paperwork actually while you sit playing. Paperwork? What paperwork you doing? Rolling up fresh toilet rolls, are we? Let's just barely hear you now, really. You can barely hear me. I think you'd have to agree that you're full of shit. Just saying, the audio is absolutely fine. Barely hear you now. Full of shite, just saying. And it looks like Michael's joined you. Just remember, Michael, what goes round comes round. Let's just see what progress we've made, if any. Wow, we've cleared Watson Lake and we're on our way down to Fort Nelson. And then we've got to go to Dawson's Creek, then on to Edmonton. What stage does it become the USA? Is it Regina, Michael? Is Regina USA or is that Canada? Glendive, I'm assuming, is the USA. Bismarck, I mean that should all be the USA, I'm guessing. But at the minute, yeah, because the road markers change from Canadian, as you can see there, this is all still Canada, and then around here it changes to US I-94. So when we get down to Glendive is when we say bye-bye to Canada Dream. Actually, it's this here where it changes, because as you can see at Shelby, it changes from Canadian markers down to USA markers. Calgary, that's all Canada. So I'm assuming it's this thick line here is the Canadian US border, and that would seem to concur because they're US speed limits, they're Canadian speed limits. Nice. So at least we know where we are and what we're doing. Booking in clients, sorting out people's bills. The static, you chab hole. What static? If I turn the sound up on this and there's no static, you're getting it right down the street. Okay, I'll let you off. There might be a little static. Let me see if I can change it in the options. It may need to reboot because I've changed the mods. I'm guessing. I don't know what audio driver I'm using. It doesn't give me the option on the older versions of changing the audio driver. Okay, I'll save this away and reboot the game. I don't know where the static has come from. Right, now there's no static, yes? Can you just confirm in the chat? Let me just turn the sound up. Static has come from. Let me just check and see if there's any static now. Right, now there's no static, yes? Can you just confirm in the chat? Let me just turn the sound up. Yeah, there's no static now. You twat. What a nice, lovely person you are. You twat. Lovely. Right, okay, well, I'm going to carry on with this. Let me know if the static comes back, because I can't keep stopping. I've got a mega journey to do. Let me know if static appears in the game, which it never used to. And I've certainly got no static in my headset, that's for sure. Creep. Bloody creep. Struth. I don't know if there was static or not. I've no fucking idea. Anyway, my brain can't process it. As long as it's not detracting from your enjoyment of the stream, then fuck it. I'll leave it as it is. Have you got static now? Can you just confirm in the chat if there is static? Fucking bunch of slackers. You're all just a bunch of slack-jawed faggots. AKA Blaine from Predator. Thank you, Johnny. At least somebody with a modicum of brain cells is in the stream. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, Johnny said static. So, is the static back? At least somebody with a modicum of brain cells is in the stream. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, Johnny said static. So, is the static back? At least somebody with a modicum of brain cells. Do you know what? I'm just going to fucking ignore the chat. And of course, the problem with Crime Wolf is at some stage there is going to be a problem. I'm just going to fucking ignore it. And you lot can do one. I'm just saying. You'll be like, Ebeez, and I'll be like, no, fuck off. Yes. You enjoy yourself, Johnny. You fill them boots. What do you mean, okay, bye? There was 100%, but it's fine now. Yeah. Fucking jokers. Yeah, you go do your paperwork that you should have done yesterday that you couldn't be asked to do. Yeah, you go and do that. That's fine. You leave the hard stuff like the virtual trucking to old Ebeez. You go and hear any static now, any that's coming out of Bex's gob. Just saying. I do have the sound turned quite down in my headset so it doesn't deafen me. But as I say, you'll have to let me know if there's genuine issues. But if you keep crying wolf, then I'm going to ignore it when there is a genuine issue. Just saying. Hey up, Dobby, lovely to see you, man. Hope you're safe and well. So we also, having thought about it, we don't need it yet, but we also need a fuel stop. And it would be really bad to have to go to there for fuel, but I'm guessing we're not going to have any choice because we need to fuel up and then go back. I might try and be a little bit clever here. I think we can be a bit cute with this impossible trailer load on the back. So we know where we've got to stop. We need to look for it on the map. But hopefully the pin marker will appear on the sat nav, so we'll have a good idea. Don't hear any static now. Yeah, that's because Beck ain't in the stream. Also known as the gob. 31, I'll take that all day long, with £360,000 on the back. 324,500 on the back. Our little Peterbilt is doing a good job, apart from static. But now Beck's cleared off, hopefully the static will clear. Ooh. There was static. No, there weren't. Just a figment of your imagination. So with the static now, hopefully there's no static. I'll have to change the title of the stream to "Where is the Static?" So we're down to 3,400 miles. We're about to go sub 3,400 miles actually to destination, which is amazing. Don't forget we're going right the way across the states to the coast on the other side of the states. I never know whether it's East Coast or West Coast, because it depends which way, whether you're looking down or whether you're looking up. If you're looking down, it's the East Coast. If you're looking up, it's the West Coast. Is the UK east or west of the USA? I shouldn't really ask you because you'll all put a load of crap in there. And I'll believe you, and then I'll be chatting shit again for the rest of the day. Oh wow, I'm back to being relaxed again now. Lovely. Well, enjoy the stream, everybody. As I say, we will have to be a bit cute when we stop for fuel. We're going to have to think ahead. And I'm just hoping I can do what I'm planning to do to fuel up. Because otherwise we're going to have our hands full. How much further to the US? So once we get to Fort Nelson, that's all still Canada. Oh, it's quite a way, isn't it, to the US yet? Edmonton. Did I miss the black bar? No, it's down here. Wow, so it's not until we get near to Glendive that it changes from Canada to the US. So a hell of a way. What a journey this is going to be. This should test all the mappage, shouldn't it? And if we come across any major issues, well, doing journeys like this surely is going to highlight them up. And it'll be a great test for the profile. So for the next few streams we'll be going from Canada to the American Florida coast. Is Miami the East Coast or the West Coast? That's the question, because that's where we're headed, towards Miami. No good asking Bex because she ain't got a clue. She's not in the live stream now anyway, she's fecked off, so we can say what we like. And the rain's gonna come down, don't mind the rain. Again, that'll be another challenge for the PC and the profile to see if the rain, which hopefully it won't, starts causing us frame issues or smoothness issues. But so far I'm very, very impressed with the quality of all these free map mods. So again, don't forget, tonight we'll be doing some more Half-Life 2. If you've got time to join, you'll be very welcome. It'd be lovely to see you all. So the once a week stream on a Saturday will be World of Warships, and once a week will be our back catalogue live streams, which at the moment is Half-Life 2, and the rest of the time it will be the trucking, without a shadow of a doubt. And we'll just leave it like that for the foreseeable future, no need to change it. As I say, very happy with the YouTube. I do have Rumble as my emergency backup escape exit strategy should there ever become a problem with YouTube, but as it's a 100% free YouTube and I don't make any money off of it, then I can't see us having any major issues. Johnny, you've just typed coast, you've not typed east or west. I think New York is East Coast, isn't it? So Miami must be the East Coast. West Coast is California, if I remember right. I could be totally wrong, of course, but I can't remember what is East and West Coast. I've no idea. But anyway, we're going to go right down the middle of the map, down to the bottom coast area. I think it's the bottom. It's not quite Miami, it's near Miami where we're going, isn't it? There we go. So that's all Miami, Florida, Dade, all the rest of it. Whereas we're actually going not that far from New York. Well, we are quite away from New York. Myrtle Beach. Wilmington we're going to. Georgetown. Charleston, that's north and south, all remain. Of the Confederacy. So that's Confederate country, Charleston. Miami is East Coast. Thank you, Johnny. Bless you. So therefore, by default, California must be West Coast. So we're going from Canada right the way down to the East Coast of the United States on perhaps the most epic journey I've ever undertaken in this game. I don't think I've ever done a journey that's in excess of 3,000 miles. Good luck doing that on SCS only content, just saying. So I'm sorry this is night time driving, there's not really a lot for you all to see, is there? But we do need to get this completed and make some progress on the journey. And I guess it's just as important as the day driving. Question is, will the little Peterbilt hold up? 1% damage on the truck and the trailer, but not to the load, which is good. The 1% damage is wear and tear on both the truck and the trailer. We've not had any collisions yet. So I'm just hoping that we can make it to Wilmington without wrecking the truck and the trailers. But with this sort of weight on the back, well, 4 trailers, it's no surprise. Look at that. That's a road train, I'm just saying, people. And don't forget, the official term for a road train is 3 or more trailers. We've got 4. So we comfortably fit into that category. Excuse me, as we head down to the east coast of the mighty US of A. It's going to take us a long time. I say that. We're, I don't know if that's 59 or 58 hours to destination. It's coming down, considering we're having to drive so slow because of the sheer weight on the back of the truck. We have got a beacons on. There we go. And we're making pretty darn good progress. What have we got here? Oh god, not more roadies. Yeah, more roadie work. So we need to stop well back here, otherwise the oncoming traffic won't come. And that's flipped to green, so we're going to go through anyway. So glad we didn't have to pull away from a standing start, which is amazing, because that's pretty painful. With this sort of weight on the back, you wouldn't expect to be going along at sort of 70-80 mile an hour. We're nearly out of fuel, you know. We're not. We need to fuel the hell up. And we're not nowhere near the States yet, so God knows how many tanks of diesel this is going to use up to make it to said destination. And the pays and all that, what is it, $145,000, we'll probably use most of that on fuel. We did turn the rain up, didn't we? So we get rain now and again, because we're going to use a snow mod. Oh right, and now the dashboard's back. So I don't know what's going on there. I've only just noticed that the dashboard is back and operational. Just saying. So I'm hoping we're not too far away from the fuel station. And I do have a plan for fueling up, believe you me. I guess you would drink the fuel, wouldn't you, if you had £320,000 on the back of your truck. I don't know what the weight limit is actually. Why would you attempt to come by and then stop just as you're about to come by when there's nothing coming? I know not. He should have just come straight by. Unless there's some kind of unwritten rule that you're not allowed to overtake a road train. Just saying. Well, let me just have a quick look where we are. And we're coming up to Fort Nelson. And this is where we need to come off and fuel up. Okay. So, I'm hoping my plan will work out. It might go a bit tits up, but I think it's going to work out. If I hope what can happen can happen. Nevertheless, we'll have to see. We'll see. So I think we're going to be alright. I think we're going to make the fuel stop. There's the fuel stop, so I think we're going to be okay. Look, they get so far and then they pull back. That's bizarre. Because that's a long way back, big fella, behind them trailers, just saying. Unless the AI...
Get ready to turn right.
Is not built that way.
Turn right.
Okay, so we're not on a freeway, so this is the idea that I've got. Dump the trailers here, go and fuel up.
Here we go.
And then go back and fetch the trailers. Just hope that we've pulled far enough forward that we are not blocking the junction up. I think we can get around, hopefully. Wow, just about cleared the junction with the trailers. So we've dumped the trailers, that's the plan. And now we can go and fuel up and not have to worry too much about the trailers.
Never mind, I'll find a new route.
You'll find a new route, love, alright.
Turn right.
We're doing 30 mile an hour just fine now, just saying.
Turn right.
Well, what a difference without them trailers on the back, just saying. We don't need the beacons on now as we're bobtailing. And we need to turn left, and then the fuel stop should be on the left. There's a pickup point. Chemso, Chemical Corporation, Chemical Conglomerate Company, whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's reefers parked up there. Is truck stop kind of working but not working?
Turn right.
Good job we didn't bring the 4 trailers to the fuel station, just saying. Trailer park there. And I know we're going out the in, but it really doesn't matter. Or we're going in the out, one of the two. Okay, that's fueled it up. Fuel my thirsty girl up. Okay, so there we go. That's that fueled up and done. Really? What on earth did we hit there? All an invisible wall, no doubt. No reason why we can't go back the way we came.
Get ready.
Yeah, now we're fueled up and we're bobtailing, but only till we pick the trailers up. I can't imagine anybody's going to nick those. So look at the trailers, lovely. I don't know whether they're part of the map of Canada Dream or whether they're courtesy of the truck stop mod. Not sure, but I'm sure the truck stop mod is only compatible with SCS maps. It's not compatible with mod maps. Okay, let's go and re-hitch up said trailers.
Get ready to turn right.
Yep, and there's our beautiful road train, all waiting for us patiently.
Turn right.
I think that's the only thing that's coming. So here's the road train. Let's put the hazards on and let's hitch it back up, and we'll be ready for the next leg. I'm guessing I've gone straight down a ditch there, but nevertheless as we're coming out we should be able to get away with it. So there we go, we're all fully fueled up. There we go, £320,000 on the axles again. I'm guessing we've got enough wheels and axles to spread the weight. Just tickety-boo. Right, I'm going to save that away and end this episode of the live stream here. Thank you all so much for joining, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Much love to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful afternoon, and those of you that can come back for tonight's stream, well, it would be lovely to see you. For those of you that can't, well, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers everybody, much love.